Hello, welcome to EnglishZoneRocks. Well, here we are. Today's episode is What are phrasal verbs? We've been talking about it. Ya estuvimos hablando un poco, así que les preparé un PowerPoint on Canva. So we have introduction, some grammar tips, routine phrasal verbs. O sea, son phrasal verbs used or related to routine, yes, daily activities. There is a dialogue, and that's the end. After that, some tips again. So let's see. Phrasal verbs. A phrasal verb is an idiomatic phrase consisting of a verb and another element, a particle. Typically either an adverb, as in break down, or a preposition, for example, see to, or a combination of both, such as look down on, okay? Now, phrasal verbs can be separable and non-separable. Separable phrasal verbs, it's where the object can be placed between the verb and the preposition or adverb. For example, you have turn on the lights, and then the lights, that it's the object, you can put it in the middle between the verb and the particle. Turn the lights on, okay? Non-separable phrasal verbs are those where the object cannot be separated from the verb and the preposition or adverb. For example, give up smoking. The object cannot come between the verb and the preposition. Now, here we have not some phrasal verbs related to daily routines. We have a cloud, yes, a cloud full of phrasal verbs, a phrasal verb cloud, all right, with some of them that we have chosen. Okay, up, as you see, up appears many times. Okay, here we are. Phrasal verbs related to daily routines. That's the title, and we have the first two. Wake up and get up. Can you see the difference? Wake up, despertarse. If you see Nemo and the father. Get up, levantarse. Good. So, wake up, to stop sleeping and become conscious at the beginning of the day. For example, I wake up at 6 a.m. every morning to start my day. Now, get up, to leave one's bed and start the day. For example, I get up early to have breakfast before school. Now, turn on, switch on, turn off, switch off. Okay, this is the IT department. It's very funny. And it says, hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Off and on, desenchufalo, prendelo. And well, and Simpson Homer is playing with the switch. Be careful, switch. Turn on, switch on. To activate or start a device or appliance. For example, please turn on the lights when you enter the room. Turn off. To switch off or stop the operation of something. Turn on the heater, please. It's rather hot in here. The heater sería la calefacción, ¿sí? Turn on, que la prenda. Now, put on clothes. Take off clothes. Okay, ponerse y sacarse. Put on versus take off. Again, put on clothes, take off clothes. And here I have to choose this. Do you remember that? The last day, the last penalty shoot. Yes, Gonzalo. After kicking the ball, after scoring the last penalty shoot, the last goal, we became champions. We because I am Argentinian, all right? And so that's our memory. Yes, it's a wonderful memory. Recuerda. And he took off his shirt. I understood, I have no in my knowledge that it's prohibited. But well, it was the very last moment. From that time onwards, we became champions of the World Cup. Now, here it says, well, and that's Lady Gaga. I love her. She's taking off a hat. And the funny joke there, it's Jack, And since I'm dead, I can take off my head, he says. Very funny. Now, put on to place or wear clothing items on one's body. For example, I need to put on my coat before going outside. It's cold. Take off. To remove or strip off clothing items from one's body. For example, after a long day, I like to take off my shoes and relax. I love that. Now, phrasal verbs related to daily routines. Tenemos put on weight and take off. A ver, put on weight es subir de peso. Some actors have to put on weight in order to perform a role, okay? Or sometimes when I'm very stressed, unfortunately for my I put on a little weight. Now, take off is to leave the ground. Bueno, esta no es una daily routine, ¿no? But to understand that we can have the same phrasal verbs as before. Fíjense que antes también teníamos put on y take off. Hablábamos de clothing, ¿sí? Clothing items. Pero ahora put on se puede combinar con put on weight, subir de peso, and take off para el avión. Y dice, put on weight. Definition, to gain weight or become heavier, typically due to an increase in body fat. Example, since starting his desk job, John has put on weight due to his sedentary lifestyle and unhealthy eating habits. Take off, plain definition, to become airborne or lift off from the ground. Aquí tienen otro phrasal verb, lift off, es como take off. Especially in reference to an aircraft. For example, the plane taxied down the runway and then smoothly took off into the sky, heading for its destination. Now we have hang up and try on. We keep on talking about clothes. Hang up sería colgar. Okay, in that case, it's a towel. Try on es probarse. Acuérdense, put on, ponerse. En cambio, try on, probarse. Okay, maybe before a party or in a clothes shop, in a boutique. So hang up clothes. Definition, to place clothes neatly on hangers or hooks in a closet, or wardrobe for storage. For example, after doing the laundry, Sarah hangs up her clothes in the closet to keep them organized. Try on clothes definition, to put on different clothing items to check their fit, style, or appearance. For example, before attending the party, Tom decided to try on several outfits to find the perfect one that would impress his friends. Nice. Now, hang up and try on. Ven como algunas se repiten, pero cambian los meanings. Hang up, fíjense, cortar una conversación, sometimes a little aggressively. Okay, and it says try on esto es probar, ¿no? Try on pieces of cheese, I don't know, try on different foods, snacks. Entonces dice hang up, definition, to end a telephone call abruptly by putting the receiver, yes, back onto its cradle. Esta definition tiene que ver más con esos teléfonos como el que tiene ahí Bart, a very old phone, I know. And to pressing the button, yes, you press the button, eso lo queríamos ahora, ¿no? To disconnect the call. For example, after receiving the distressing news, she abruptly hung up the phone without saying another word. Now, try on food, the definition is to taste a sample or a small amount of dish or recipe to see if it suits one's preference or to test its flavor. For example, at the farmer's market, they offered free samples of various cheeses, allowing customers to try on different flavors before making a purchase. Antes de comprar, ¿no? Now, let's jump into two different ones. Get on well, get on badly. All right, so get on, it's the same. Ahora, vamos a diferenciarlos con el adverbio que sigue. Get on well, llevarse bien. Get on badly, llevarse mal. Let's read the definitions. Get on well with. definition. Have a good relationship or rapport with someone. For example, she gets on well with her co-workers. They're always laughing together. Now, get on badly is a phrasal verb that means to have a poor relationship or interact with someone. It implies that two individuals do not have a good rapport or are not getting on along well. For example, Sarah and her coworker get on badly, so they try to evitan working together whenever possible. Now, get on y get off. This is important. Means of transports that are big, cuando el transporte es grande, vamos a usar get on y get off, ¿ok? Cuando el transporte es grande, cuando uno entra y está parado, si entras con tu cuerpo no te tenés que inclinar. That's the idea. Get on the bus, get on the train, get on the subway, get on a plane. En el avión pasa lo mismo. Get on a cruise, el crucero, on a ferry. Entonces, esto es get on y get off. Get on, to board or enter a vehicle such as a bus. For example, please wait for the bus stop before attempting to get on. O sea, espera que abra la puerta, no let it stop at least. Now, get off. Le puedo dar un video. Dice, to disembark or exit a vehicle such as a bus. For example, make sure to ring the bell. Toca el timbre, ¿ves? When you want to get off at your stop. Now, get out of and get into. Have a look. Okay, these are smaller means of transport. A taxi, an ambulance, a car. Los que son a boat, los que son chiquitos que uno tiene que doblarse, inclinarse, ahí vamos a usar get out of and get into. O sea, bajarse y subirse. Get into, to enter or board a vehicle, such as a car or a taxi. For example, Sarah struggled to get into the tiny sports car due to its low sitting position. Struggled, le costó un poco subirse al auto. Now, get out of, to exit or disembark from a vehicle. For example, after the ride, the children giggled, se fueron riendo, ¿sí? As they tried to get out of the bumper car without bumping into each other, ¿no? Cuando quiere bajar y quiere desesperado, no se quiere golpear tampoco. Now, get out of here. Esas dos, ¿no? And get into trouble. O sea, ahí lo tenemos a nuestro friend, al lo adoro. ¿Sí lo reconocen? Can you identify him? He shouts at somebody. I can't remember who he is shouting at. He's very angry. Now, the video in the middle, no podemos decir get out. O sea, get out en el sentido de salir, ¿no? Pero sería get off the train, porque está bajándose del tren. Lo que pasa que se combina con el otro, get into trouble, pues se está metiendo en líos. Bueno. Number one, you cannot open the doors of the trains, yes, when it's working, when they are going on. He fell onto the floor. Now he can be, I don't know, fined. Lo pueden multar por eso. Now maybe he broke a bone, la cara, anything. I don't know. Well, and the last picture, it's not a video, it's a picture. There's a kid, yes, waiting outside the principal's home office. Entonces, I'm pretty sure has gotten into trouble. Now, get out of here is a phrasal verb used informally to tell someone to leave or express disbelief or astonishment. For example, you won the lottery, get out of here, I don't believe you. Get into trouble. To become involved in a problematic or difficult situation, often resulting in consequences or reprimand. For example, Tom got into trouble when he was caught cheating on the exam. Now, phrasal verbs related to daily routines, run out of, quedarse sin, like me today, I ran out of money. Throw away, tirar, a la basura, not trash. Run out of, definition. To deplete the supply of something, usually unexpectedly. That's it. We ran out of milk, so I couldn't have cereal for breakfast. Igual puede tomar el desayuno así. Now, throw away, definition, discard or dispose of something, usually in the trash. For example, she threw away all the old magazines cluttering her room. Now, we have give somebody up, let somebody down. A ver si se acuerdan de esto. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Rick Ashley, yes. 80s, I guess. Entonces, give someone up. It's a separable, yes, phrasable, remember? The definition, to stop trying to help or support someone, usually because they have caused disappointment or trouble. For example, after years of trying to help him overcome his addiction, she finally gave him up and cut ties with him. Ya está, se hartó, se la pasó ayudándolo, dijo, stop here. Now, let someone down. Do you remember the song by the Beatles? Don't let me down. ¿Qué? No me desilusiones, no me disappoint. This is a separable phrasal verb también. To fail to meet someone's expectations or fulfill a responsibility, resulting in disappointment or dissatisfaction. For example, I promised to help with the project, but I let my team down when I didn't finish my part on time. All right, we have two more to go. Take up an activity when you start an activity and hang out with friends. ¿Sí? Cuando salís a divertirte así con friends, ¿dónde está mi cara? Con amigos, ¿ok? Bien, y dice. Take up an activity. Definition. To start or begin participating in a new hobby, sport, or pastime. For example, after years of considering it, Tom finally decided to take up photography as a hobby. Now, hang out with friends. Definition. To spend time socializing with friends in a casual and relaxed manner, often without a specific plan or agenda. For example, Sarah loves to hang out with friends at the local cafe, chatting over coffee and pastries. Correcto, delicious. Now, time for a dialogue, all right? So many or most of them will appear in a dialogue. I can't find the hole for the camera. It says, there's a dialogue between Sarah and Alex. Sarah wakes up to her alarm clock. Oh no, it's already 7:30. I need to get up and start my day. Alex walks into the room. Good morning, Sarah. Did you remember to turn off the lights in the living room last night? No, I forgot. I'll switch them off now. She walks over to the switch and turns off the lights. Thanks. By the way, have you decided to take up a new activity yet? Yeah, I'm thinking about taking up yoga. I heard it's great for relaxation. That sounds like a good idea. Maybe we could hang out with some friends from the yoga class afterward. Definitely. I'll put away my yoga mat when we get back. Great. Before we go, I need to put on some warmer clothes. It's getting cold outside. Okay. I'll do up I'll do up my coat too. She puts on her coat. Alex checking the thermostat. It's a bit chilly here. Do you mind if I turn up the heating? Sure, go ahead. I'll hang up my scarf while you do that. She hangs up her scarf. Thanks. Let's head out and hang out with our friends after yoga. Sounds like a plan. Let me just grab my bag and we can go. She takes her bag and leaves with Alex. So, as you see, this is the dialogue. Here we have wake up, que se despierta, get up, que se levanta. Walk into, este es más prepositional, yes, porque walk into, o sea, entra a una habitación. Turn off, apagar las luces en este caso. Switch them off, o sea, son synonyms, switch on, switch off, turn on, turn off, walk over, ¿no? To the switch, o sea, ir caminando hacia allá. Take up a new activity, ¿sí? A participarse en alguna nueva actividad. Thinking about, bueno, es pensar sobre algo. It's not a phrasal verb. Taking up yoga, ya dijimos. Hang out with friends, salir con amigos. Put away, esto es guardar. No lo mencionamos en el... quedó colgado. Put away my yoga mat, eso sería guardar. ¿Vieron? Los chiquititos se les enseña ya desde jardín, kindergarten, ¿no? Put away, que sería guardar los útiles, guardar las cosas. Do up my coat. Turn up the heating. En este caso es subir la calefacción. Ok, eso es subir la calefacción. Sure, go ahead. Hang up my scarf. Voy a colgar mi bufanda. Después head out. Ahí está. Head es cabeza, dirigirse hacia afuera. Hang out with friends de nuevo. And that's it, I think. And that's the end, okay? So, phrasal verbs related to daily routines. We have to practice, repeat them. Remember that they are informal, ¿sí? O sea, no es que se usan en una entrevista, tratan de no usarlos ahí, ¿ok? Miren que al principio decías que puede estar seguido de este particle, puede ser preposition or adverb. It's not so important. O sea, vos con que te aprendas el phrasal verb, en este caso el topic fue daily routines con algunos extras, ¿ok? Porque a veces pasaba que el mismo phrasal verb tenía otro meaning, otro significado. Con images, eso está bueno aprenderlo, ¿sí? Todo lo que ustedes pueden hacer, todo que sume. The more, the better. Cuanto más, mejor. All right? Write them down. Hay libros que son solamente de phrasal verbs. Hay dictionaries que son solamente de phrasal verbs. All right? So, well, keep on practicing, okay? Ahí tienen el Instagram por if you want to follow us. Este es el nuevito, el otro lo hackearon. Okay, bueno, I hope that you can see the video as many times as you can and as you want, all right? So, lots of kisses, lots of hugs, lots of energy. Keep on practicing. If you have doubts, write them in the comments, okay? Lots of kisses. Bye-bye.